Hey, it's David. Welcome or welcome back to Cross Fitness, helping men and women get the best spiritual shape of their lives one workout at a time. Quick thought in this video that I'm calling the little plane inside the big plane. Okay, if you've flown on a plane, and most of us have, it's, at times you want to know, like, where are we during the flight? And you can ask the stewardess, hey, how long before we get there? Do you know where we're at? And she may or may kind of do some math calculations. But it'd be a guess. You could look out the window, but at 35,000 feet, there's no landmarks to kind of get any bearings. You can go knock on the door on the pilots, but that'll get you in trouble real quick. An air marshal will likely tackle you. Or you can go sit down in your seat and you can look in the seat back ahead of you, and there's a screen there on longer flights that tell you, you can have a setting that shows a little plane and shows you your flight path and where you're at on your destination, right? You've seen that. Many of you have. And it tells you where you're at precisely according to the GPS location and how long until you land. So from takeoff to landing, there it is, right there, exactly where you're at. That beautiful little plane that answers the question of where am I? And how long before we get there, right? Well, in the same way, Bible prophecy serves a similar function to tell us where are we at in God's prophetic timeline. Did you know that there was over 300 prophecies that prophesied, foretold the coming of Jesus the first time, right? And this is wonderful. Hundreds of years prior to him being born in Bethlehem, and all the things that he did in his life were foretold by the prophets hundreds of years before he even arrived on scene. And he fulfilled every single one of them to the letter. It's just phenomenal, the odds and the calculations and the probabilities. There's no mathematics. There's no numbers for these kinds of large numbers, no names for these numbers. They're so large. And yet, did you know that concerning Jesus' second coming, there are like 8 prophecies for every one prophecy about his first coming? There are 8 times 300 is like 2,500 prophecies predicting, foretelling, prophesying the second coming of Jesus. I'm telling you, this is a sure thing. And just as Jesus fulfilled 100% every one of the first prophecies on his first coming, in the same way he's going to fulfill 100% of every prophecy on his second coming. And this is a great encouragement to us to know, where are we at? Where are we at in God's prophetic timetable? Now, we don't know the date or the hour of his coming, but the Bible says we will know the season and the signs and the times. And my friend, we're there. We're there, particularly on Friday, May 14th, 1948, Israel became a nation. This is the super sign. And a lot of prophetic things happened from that time till this time to bring us into sharp focus of where we're at in the prophetic timetable of the second coming of Jesus Christ. So I want you to be encouraged today that just as the little plane inside the big plane tells us where we're going and kind of where we're at and the time frame in which we're going to touch down on our air flight, in the same way, Bible prophecy can tell us where we're at prophetically in the season that we're in. And we're in the last days and the end times. We're in the last of the last days and the end of the end times. Now, things may be falling apart in our cultural context and our political climate, but they're also falling into place prophetically. So I want you to be encouraged. I want you to look out, for your redemption draws nigh. Jesus said, I am coming soon, and my reward is with me. And so look up, for your redemption draws nigh. And we see the sign of the times, we see the seasons, and we can be encouraged as Christ followers that Jesus is coming back just as he said he would. So be encouraged, friend. For now, I'm David, your virtual mentor, reminding you that I'm always for you, never against you. Be encouraged. Have a good day.